Life is not always easy. There will be days when you feel like everything is falling apart, when the weight of your problems feels too heavy to carry. You might be going through something right now that makes you want to throw up your hands and say, I can't do this anymore. But I'm here to tell you, you can, you will. Because the truth is, strength is not about never struggling. Strength is about pushing through even when you feel like you have nothing left. It's about standing tall even when everything around you is trying to bring you down. Strength is not about what happens to you, it's about what happens inside of you. Too often people look at their situation and think if things were easier, I'd be stronger. If I had more support, more money, or fewer problems, I'd be able to handle this. But that's not true. Strength doesn't come from easy days, smooth roads, or perfect conditions. Strength comes from within. It comes from the way you choose to face challenges, from the mindset you carry, and from the decision to keep going even when everything in you wants to quit. Life has a way of testing you. Some days it feels like one challenge after another. Just when you think you're catching a break, something else comes along to knock you down. Maybe you've lost something or someone important to you. Maybe you're facing financial struggles, a health battle, or a personal storm that no one else even knows about. In those moments, it's tempting to believe that if your situation were different, you'd be stronger. But that's not where real strength comes from. Look at the people who inspire you the most. Those who have overcome great obstacles, achieved success despite the odds, or carried themselves with grace through the most difficult situation. What do they all have in common? It's not that life was easier for them. It's not that they never had setbacks or disappointments. It's that they found strength inside themselves when life gave them every reason to give up. When you realize that your strength is not dependent on what's happening around you, you take back control. You stop waiting for life to be perfect before you start believing in yourself. You stop depending on people, situations, or circumstances to give you confidence. Instead, you make the decision that no matter what happens, you will rise. You will keep going. You will refuse to be defeated. It all starts with your mindset. The way you think about your challenges will determine how you face them. If you constantly tell yourself, this is too hard, I can't do this, I'm not strong enough, then you'll start believing it. You'll start acting like someone who is defeated before the battle even begins. But if you wake up every morning and remind yourself, I have what it takes, I am built for this, I will come out stronger, then no challenge will be able to break you. Strength isn't found in perfect conditions. It's built in the struggles, in the moments when you feel like giving up, but choose to keep pushing forward. It's built when you face your fears, when you refuse to let circumstances define you, and when you make the choice to believe in yourself even when things aren't going your way. Think about a tree standing in the middle of a storm. The winds blow, the rain pours down, and the branches bend under the pressure. But what keeps that tree standing isn't what's happening on the surface. It's the roots deep underground, the roots that have been growing, stretching, and strengthening over time. That's what true strength looks like. It's not about avoiding the storm, it's about being deeply rooted so that when the storm comes, you may bend, but you won't break. No matter what you're facing right now, remember this: your strength is not in your circumstances. It's not in what you have or don't have. It's in you. It's in the way you think, the way you speak to yourself, and the way you choose to keep going when everything in you says, stop. Hard times don't create weakness, they reveal strength that was already inside of you. The more you remind yourself of this truth, the more unstoppable you become. The way you think shapes the way you live. Your mindset is the foundation for everything: your success, your struggles, your ability to overcome obstacles, and your capacity to rise above challenges. You cannot control everything that happens in life, but you can always control how you respond. And the way you respond is determined by what's happening in your mind. Some people go through life believing that their circumstances define them. If things are hard, they assume they'll always be stuck. If they face failure, they assume they're not capable. But others, faced with the exact same situations, refuse to be defeated. They see setbacks as setups for comebacks. They see failures as lessons. They see obstacles as opportunities. What's the difference? Their mindset. Your mind is powerful. It will either push you forward or hold you back. It will either tell you, keep going, you're capable, you can do this, or it will whisper, you're not good enough, you'll never make it, just quit now. Every single day, you have a choice about which voice you will listen to. When your mindset is negative, it affects every area of your life. You start to expect failure instead of victory. You start to focus on what's wrong instead of what's possible. You talk yourself out of opportunities and you allow fear to control your decisions. But when your mindset is strong, when you choose to believe that you are capable, worthy, and powerful, everything changes. You begin to step into situations with confidence. You take risks that lead to rewards. You face challenges with the expectation that you will overcome them, not with fear that you will fail. The way you think about yourself matters. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not smart enough, I'm not strong enough, I don't have what it takes, then that's exactly what you will experience. Your mind will always look for evidence to confirm what you already believe. If you believe you're going to fail, you'll find reasons to fail. But if you believe you're going to succeed, you will find ways to make it happen. Think about two people facing the same difficult situation. One person says, this is impossible, I'll never get through this. The other person says, this is tough, but I'll find a way. Who do you think will make it? It's not about talent, luck, or resources. It's about mindset. There is a reason why successful people talk about the power of positive thinking. It's not because life is easy for them. It's not because they never face challenges. It's because they have trained their minds to see solutions instead of problems. They have disciplined themselves to speak words of faith instead of words of doubt. They have chosen to believe in themselves even when others didn't. Your mindset determines how you handle failure. Some people fail and give up, deciding they're not good enough. Others fail and get back up, deciding they've just learned something that will help them succeed next time. Your mindset determines your resilience. Some people face hardship and let it break them. Others face hardship and let it make them stronger. Your mindset determines how far you go in life. You can train your mind to work for you instead of against you. It starts with what you feed it. If you constantly dwell on negativity, fear, and doubt, that's what will take root. But if you fill your mind with encouragement, truth, and belief in yourself, that's what will grow. You have to speak life over yourself even when you don't feel like it. You have to choose to see the possibilities instead of the problems. You have to make the decision that no matter what happens, you are not giving up. Everything you want to achieve, every breakthrough you need, every victory you are believing for, it all starts in your mind. If you can change the way you think, you can change the way you live. No one else can do this for you. It's a decision you have to make every single day. What you focus on will grow, and what you believe about yourself will become your reality. Train your mind to believe in success, in strength, and in possibilities, and you will begin to see them everywhere. Fear is one of the greatest enemies of progress. It creeps in when you're about to take a step forward, whispering, what if you fail? What if you're not good enough? What if everything falls apart? Fear paralyzes, keeps you stuck, and convinces you that it's safer to stay where you are than to step into the unknown. But faith sets you free. Faith gives you the strength to move forward even when you can't see the whole path. Faith reminds you that no matter how uncertain things seem, there is something greater ahead if you just keep going. Fear and faith cannot exist in the same place. One will always push the other out. If you allow fear to control your mind, it will drain your energy. weaken your confidence, and keep you from reaching your full potential. But when you choose faith, you begin to live with courage, boldness, and expectation. You start believing that things will work out, that you have what it takes, and that no challenge is bigger than the strength inside of you. Fear is based on the unknown. What might happen, what could go wrong. It makes you focus on the worst case scenarios, playing them over and over in your mind until they feel like reality. But faith looks beyond the unknown and says, even if I don't see the whole picture, I trust that something good is ahead. Even if I don't have all the answers, I believe that the right doors will open. Faith shifts your focus from what could go wrong to what could go right. Think about a child learning to walk. The child doesn't sit there afraid of falling. They stand up, take a step, and if they fall, they get back up and try again. They don't let fear stop them from moving forward because they haven't learned to be afraid yet. But as we get older, we start listening to fear. We start hesitating. We start doubting. And that's when we stop growing. Fear tells you to shrink back, but faith tells you to step forward. Fear tells you to play it safe, but faith tells you that nothing great happens in your comfort zone. Fear will try to convince you that you're not ready, that you don't have enough, that you'll never be able to handle the challenges ahead. But faith declares, I may not have all the answers, but I'm going anyway. I may not feel strong enough, but I know strength will come as I move forward. Fear will make you miss opportunities that were meant for you. It will make you stay quiet when you should speak up, hold back when you should take action, and settle for less than what you deserve. But faith pushes you to step into the unknown with confidence, knowing that something greater is waiting on the other side. There will always be moments in life when fear tries to take over. A big decision, an uncertain future, a new opportunity. Fear will show up and try to convince you to back down. But when that moment comes, you have to make a choice. Will you listen to fear and stay where you are? Or will you step out in faith and see what's possible? Faith doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It means that you don't let fear control you. It means you move forward even when you're uncertain. It means you trust that even if you fall, you will get back up stronger than before. Fear will always try to hold you back, but faith will always push you forward. The question is, which one will you listen to? Life is full of challenges, but no challenge lasts forever. No matter how hard things may seem right now, no matter how heavy the weight feels on your shoulders, it is temporary. The pain, the struggle, the uncertainty, it will pass. But what you gain from it, the strength you develop, the wisdom you acquire, the resilience you build, that stays with you forever. Growth is permanent. Every difficult moment you face is an opportunity to grow. It may not feel like it at the time. When you're in the middle of a storm, all you see are the dark clouds. It's hard to believe the sun is still shining behind them. But once the storm passes, the air is clearer, the ground is refreshed, and everything is stronger than before. That's how challenges work. They test you, stretch you, and push you beyond what you thought you could handle. But in the end, they leave you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what's ahead. Think about a muscle. If you never challenge it, it never grows. It stays the same, weak and untested. But when you push it beyond its comfort zone, when you add resistance, it tears, it stretches, and in the process of healing, it grows stronger than before. Life works the same way. Every challenge you face is adding resistance. It may feel like you're being torn down, but in reality, you're being built up. The mistake most people make is believing that difficult times define them. They let challenges convince them that they are stuck, that they will never get past this moment, that the struggle will last forever. But no challenge is permanent. What is permanent is what you take from it. The lessons, the perseverance, the discipline, the endurance. Those things stay with you long after the challenge has ended. Look back at your life. Think about the hardest moments you've faced. At the time, they felt overwhelming. You may have wondered if you would ever get through them, but you did. And now, you're stronger because of them. You've grown in ways you never expected. You become wiser, tougher, and more prepared for the road ahead. That's proof that challenges don't last, but growth does. Growth is something no one can take from you. Money can come and go. Opportunities may rise and fall, but what you develop inside of you, your strength, your knowledge, your character, that stays with you for life. Every challenge you overcome adds to that growth. It shapes you into someone who can handle more, do more, and achieve more. Some people run from challenges. They avoid discomfort, they resist change, and they try to stay in their comfort zone. But nothing grows there. If you want to get to the next level, if you want to become the best version of yourself, you have to be willing to go through the process. You have to remind yourself that no matter how difficult this moment is, it will pass, but the growth you gain from it will stay with you forever. The key is to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as something to fear, see them as opportunities to become stronger. Instead of focusing on the pain, focus on the progress. Every time life knocks you down, remind yourself, this is temporary, this is not the end. I am growing through this. Growth is what turns struggle into success. Growth is what transforms pain into power. Growth is what allows you to rise again and again, no matter how many times you fall. If you can remember that, then no challenge will ever be able to defeat you. The words you speak have power. They are not just sounds or thoughts spoken into the air. They are seeds planted in your mind and heart. What you say about yourself, your situation, and your future determines the strength you have to face challenges. If you constantly speak doubt, fear, and negativity, you weaken yourself before the battle even begins. But if you speak faith, confidence, and resilience, you build a foundation that no storm can shake. Every time you open your mouth, you are reinforcing something inside of you. You are either building yourself up or tearing yourself down. You are either strengthening your resolve or feeding your fears. The words you choose create the atmosphere of your life. If you constantly say, I can't do this, I'm not strong enough, things will never change, then those words shape your reality. You begin to live according to those beliefs, and your strength starts to fade before you even begin the fight. But when you choose to speak words of power, everything shifts. When you declare, I am capable, I will overcome this, I am built for this challenge, something inside of you starts to align with those words. Your mind begins to believe it, your actions start to reflect it, and your strength grows. Think about the greatest champions, the strongest warriors, the most resilient people you know. They don't walk around speaking words of defeat. They don't wake up and say, I don't think I can handle today. No, they speak with authority. They declare victory before they even see it. They affirm their strength before the battle begins. Your words are not just a reflection of how you feel. They are a tool to shape how you feel. Even when you don't feel strong, speaking strength gives you the power to keep going. Even when you feel like giving up, declaring victory shifts your mindset. Your words can pull you out of doubt and into determination. Imagine a fighter stepping into the ring. If he tells himself, I'm not ready for this, I might lose, I don't think I can handle it, then he has already lost before the first punch is thrown. But if he walks in saying, I am prepared, I am focused, I am strong, then he carries himself with confidence. His words shape his mindset, and his mindset shapes his strength. It's not just about what you say out loud, it's about the conversations you have with yourself every single day. The way you talk to yourself when no one is listening determines the strength you carry when the world is watching. If you constantly criticize yourself, if you constantly feed yourself negativity, then you are weakening your own foundation. But if you speak life over yourself, if you remind yourself of your power, your resilience, and your worth, then you build unshakable strength from the inside out. Words have energy. They set the tone for your day, your mindset, and your future. You can either use them to empower yourself or to limit yourself. The choice is always yours. Every time you speak, you are writing your own story. You are deciding whether you are the victim or the victor. There will always be challenges. There will always be moments that test you, that push you, that make you question yourself. But the words you choose in those moments will determine how you rise. You can either give in to fear, doubt, and defeat, or you can declare that you are stronger than your circumstance. You have the power to shape your strength. It starts with what you say, what you believe, and what you declare over your life. Speak power, speak faith, speak victory. Your words will become your reality, and your strength will rise to match them.